We're in a more scatty setup. This is...
Cozy.
It's cozy. Welcome back to the Two Left Feet podcast. We're doing another one this week because we were out... Do you know what? The podcast actually turned out better than I thought it would last week.
I haven't watched it yet or listened to it yet, but maybe I'll get round to it. Probably won't.
Yeah, you probably won't. We've got to catch up on this one after we've recorded it as well.
Exactly.
But actually turned out all right. Actually, a lot better because we were out of it. Maybe it didn't come across on the video as much, but or the audio. We were both out of it after the Arsenal City game. Oh, by the way, I really like your trousers.
Cheers, bro.
Where are they from? And your shoes.
Oh.
You're looking very well.
Yeah.
You dress very well. It's very annoying.
It's annoying.
It's really annoying.
So what, you want me to dress badly now?
No, it's not that I want to dress badly, but like I think my fit's actually quite nice.
It is
like,
very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, but I look at you,
like,
so...
you know, the B of the red.
Yeah, that's why I like colour coordination.
Or the red of the B, you know?
Yeah.
You know, fossil, blue, red works. Yeah, it's nice. And I always wanted those shoes, but I never got them.
What, the 550s?
Yeah.
I like your laces, though. They look like candy floss.
Yeah, rope laces.
Yeah, sorry, rope. Yeah.
They are rope.
Yeah. I don't know why I said candy floss. But yeah, no, it pisses me off how well you dress sometimes.
No.
Because I feel like I feel like other people around you as well feel like they get outdone by you.
Like who?
I don't know. You just dress very, very well. And it's very annoying.
Thanks, guys. This guy's just full of compliments today.
No, but...
Backhanded.
Yeah, no, it's a bit backhanded, I'll be honest.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's good to look good. It's just cozy. It's this nice little cozy attire. Got these are comfortable. Good purchase.
Yeah, where'd you get them from?
I'm a gatekeeper, so I guess we'll never know. That makes it very annoying. No, I think these are... I don't like to say what it is because I'm not a supporter of the brand, but they're the only ones that...
Well, if you're wearing them, you may as well say what they are.
I can't see that. I can't do that, bro. I can tell you off camera.
I can bleep it. I'll bleep it. Yeah, fair enough. I have some stuff that I don't support, yeah.
You don't support them because of, like,
the pay for
the workers. The process they go to make their clothes is not very good.
No, it's not ethical. So I stopped.
Yeah.
I stopped.
These are my only pair, but it's only because I literally scoured the net for trousers like these. Couldn't find them anywhere. For £15, I was like, I'll be stupid not to.
Yeah. No, you're just... It's very jarring. Going out of you, and you just dress really well. It's a massive backhanded compliment. I'm just going to say it how it is. But
I think that's probably one of the best backhanded compliments I've ever got.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Although, do you know what? I will give myself some praise there. I think the fit and the colour coordinations.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'd wear that.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a compliment as well. After I gave you a backhanded one.
I'd wear that if I was freaking drunk.
Lads.
If I was
yeah. You're looking very well though. I'm liking a hoodie as well.
Cheers, bro. Cheers.
Have a nice day.
This is Clint's.
Clint's? What's Clint's?
It's a Manchester brand. Doing pretty good stuff.
New.
Go check them out. Up and coming. Like they're not quite Cortez level, but they're getting there.
Okay, you're putting me on.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. I'll definitely look into that.
A lot of people always ask me about this jumper.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Clint's. It's a bit dear.
How much?
Guess.
200.
Okay, not that dear. It's just like, 100 and around 100.
Yeah,
but it's
I wouldn't
thick.
spend that on a jumper. Yeah, I spent nearly 100 on a Zara jacket the other day. Zara do some good stuff.
But yeah, I went to.
For their quick fashion, they're the only like fast fashion brand I'll back.
So I got some good pieces. I bought a summery shirt from there today, but I'm trying to debate this shirt. I'll show you. I'll get your opinion on it.
Should I put it on the pod?
I won't say the price, huh?
Should I put it on the pod screen if people watching the visuals to see if they'd agree? Is it? Jesus Christ, you're looking toned at the moment as well, mate.
I haven't been... Where's it?
Oh, I like that.
It's nice, isn't it?
Oh, well, I won't put it on screen because it's a video of you.
You can if you want, but it's not really...
Do you know what that reminds me of? It's like a white and grey... like a cream and grey version of the Stone Island jumper that Dave wore in that music video. I don't want to dead no beef. I don't want to sort it out. I don't want to say no. I don't want to talk. People always talk about the ins and outs, but more times when it comes ins and outs, I love the pagans, love the babies.
He's been doing a lot of singing today.
I'm in a really good mood. I'm like so up for podding today.
We are top of the league.
Yeah, maybe that is it.
Yeah.
If someone's just like coming to our podcast cold, they're probably like, I swear this is a footy podcast. It's like we like to have a little catch up at the start so you guys get to know us a bit better.
Do you know what I mean? Personality is shining.
Personality be shining. We potentially got a big thing in the
So yeah,
process.
do you reckon I should buy it?
Yeah, I really like that. It matches your clinch jumper as well.
Yeah, same kind of tone.
Yeah, I love that. It's original as well.
Do you want to guess the price?
How much? Is that from Zara?
It's diesel.
Diesel, 120 at least.
I wish.
200
I wish.
for the new Rusty. One drop it and kick it like rugby. Using a T-Hell headback dusty. So waking up to news in country. 4.5 in the bando. Also lovely. 400.
Nah. So it's 360 in a shop. But I could never do that. But 240 online.
Don't spend that
240
much
online.
Yeah, but don't spend that much on the jumper, bro. Did you spend that much on the
I haven't decided yet.
Don't spend that much. You've already got enough nice stuff. And I don't want you looking any better. I'm moving like some crazy girlfriend.
Might smell like...
I don't like it when you go out and dress nice for ladies.
My girl was saying that I shouldn't buy it.
Wait, you've got a girl?
I've got many. No, shit.
Oh.
I'm joking. That's the joke I was saying for them, bro.
You just got yourself in the doggy house. Woof woof. Hello. Who's in there? Snoop Doggy Dog. Who let the dogs out? No, don't let Chika out because he's never bloody coming back out after that comment.
Oh, God. I've been out of the doghouse for a long time. I'm not trying to go back in. I'm not trying to...
It's like getting sent back to the orphanage. I don't know.
This guy, he just wants to be cancelled.
I don't know. I went for the dwarfs last week. Now I'm going for the orphans. What's going on?
Dwarfs, the poor dwarfs.
Yeah. Imagine there's a dwarf orphan right now. He's not gonna like me.
Yeah. Well, along with the other 5,000. Got him.
Got him. Oh, yeah. So, you had a nice week?
This guy.
Oh, there's actually something I wanted to debate about before we start the poddy.
Let's do it.
No, not like debate, but it's something I want to talk about. First of all, what are you doing? So in traditional fashion, with this podcast going wrong 24/7, someone just, when they stood up there, stood on the mic and disconnected the cable, so we recorded for about 7 minutes.
Yeah, I stood on the mic.
Oh, sick of your attitude. Yeah. So I was about to say, like, what grinds my gears, and, you know, it was mainly me talking anyway.
He wants a rant sesh.
But I went on a rant sesh. I feel like I kind of got it out now. So I feel like we should rename this podcast the podcast that always goes wrong. Because we can't be asked to invest in the whole podcast studio. Yeah, so Chika stood up, disconnected his mic, so you could only hear me there. But thank God I spotted it. But what I was ranting about and what I was telling Chika was, I won't go on about it too long now, because I feel like I've got most of it out.
Yes.
But Pavements, and if you're American Sidewalk,
does that piss you off more? Definitely.
It's going to piss off the freaking audio listeners. A little wind up. But basically, what I was saying about what really grinds my gears is people on pavements, people walking too close up behind me, up me bunda. and people who walk fast then slow, and I can't overtake them on the pavement. I think I have a condition called pavement/sidewalk anxiety disorder.
I think you definitely do have a disorder. I think it's probably many.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my hypothesis on it. But for me, it's just when you're in central London or busy areas, please just get out of the fucking way, because people have got places to go.
You said you never really had it before you stood on the mic.
All I said, yeah. The only problem I have is like if I need to be somewhere and you're there walking and taking up all this space, I can't overtake you. If you're gonna walk slow, get out of the way. If you don't know where you are, get out of the way. Do you know what I mean? That's it. Apart from that, I don't know about the walking behind, yeah.
So I get.
I never had someone walk that close to me behind me.
Like. I said during my rant that I actually find it a lot easier. Like if it's a lady in front of me or a girl in front of me, because there's a very easy solution to that. I just always cross the road because I never want to make like a woman or girl feel uncomfortable. Yeah, that's just me. If you are a man out there, do that, because there are a lot of twatty men in this world, and unfortunately there are a lot of women that feel uncomfortable simply just walking on the street. So if you are a man and you're walking behind a girl who's on her own, always cross the street. Really helps. And I'm not talking for all women, so if you are a woman and you disagree with me, fair enough. But I'm just saying for the most part, I like doing that because I'm not saying I'm a freaking, I don't know, this perfect bloke, but I just don't.
You're perfect in my eyes, bro.
I appreciate that. But if you are a bloke and you are walking behind a girl too close, just always cross the road. So yeah, that I don't mind because I'm like, all right, I can get out of this situation. But like when a bloke or even if it is a woman and I'm just trying to overtake,
yeah,
there is a situation where I just go for the overtake, like an F1. Really freaking pisses me off when they speed up and then slow down and then like they take up the whole pavement and then like you kind of bump into them. So there are so many times where I nearly got hit by cars just because people can't walk on a freaking pavement. I like get road rage on a pavement.
That's mad.
I get PR. I get pavement rage.
I've never been in that situation where people slow down and speed up.
You've never had that?
Never. I think there's a common denominator in all these issues.
What?
You.
I'm sure there are viewers or listeners that know what I'm on. And I'm actually kind of weighing up in my mind what pisses me off more. Like the people walking too closely behind me. I always feel like I have to stop my conversation if I'm with, like, sometimes I've been with a girl or like a mate, and I feel like I have to stop talking about my conversation because I feel like they're eavesdropping. Like sometimes I've been having heart to hearts and someone's like walked up really close behind me and I'm just like, can you just fuck off? It's like someone's eavesdropping in your conversation.
Yeah.
So I think that one pisses me off more. Let us know in the comments what you think. I have general pavement anxiety disorder. But yeah, that's what I wanted to rant about today.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it happened to me. I walked to Kilburn the other day from Camden. Well, from Gospel Oak, where I live. And that's getting bleeped. And you love doing that, you prick.
I haven't done that. I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah. But yeah, I walked all the way to Kilburn and it kept on happening. And I don't know, just kept on doing my nutting. So, yeah. Any thoughts on my pavement anxiety?
No, I wish you all the best, man. I hope you get over this tough time.
It's actually been really tough, so I really appreciate that.
No, like, I actually meant every word of that, every letter.
Yeah.
Every punctuation.
Honestly, I'm tearing up a bit. That's honestly means the world.
No, yeah.
It's just been really tough. And I'm trying to fake cry. It's really easy with the studio. Like, do you know?
Do you need a minute?
It's just been. I just don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable, Chika. And I just want my day to go smooth. And it never goes smooth when I'm on the pavements.
Oh my God.
It never does. And I just want to get to my destination.
Fake cry.
I just want to get to my destination, and I just sound drunk.
That fake cry.
Yeah. No, I just want to get to my destination. People making it hard for me. Do you know? Life's about me. Do you know what I mean? I need to get where I need to be, and all these people are not important. Do you know?
Yeah.
So don't piss me off.
Don't mess with them, guys. Don't mess with them.
Don't give me pavement anxiety out here. Another thing, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before the podcast, before you stepped on the microphone lead. I watched WrestleMania. It was really good. I'm gonna watch it again tonight, I think.
Or is it like over a couple of days?
It's a two-day now.
Cool. No,
I like it. It makes me feel like a kid again.
actually, it's fair. Someone told me to even put on WrestleMania when I went on live the other day.
Yeah. Should we touch on your lives real quick? Sorry, I'm really in the mood to just chat tonight. The camera battery's not gonna last. What was I gonna say?
You want to touch on our lives?
Yeah, you've been doing a really good job with them. I just want to say, like, your lives have been really, really good on TikTok. You've been drawing in, I think you did like nearly 1,000 the other day, viewers on the live, TikTok live. It's been really, really going well. Making an impact on the live. Like, I keep on waking up and like, I know you've gone live because I wake up and like, we've got like 50 extra followers in the night.
No, lives are funny, man. Lives are hilarious. Half the time it's not even about football, but keep it pushing, man. Keep it pushing.
Should we do, kind of half tempted as we grow this more, just to do like a podcast and other stuff as well? Because I feel like our intros are kind of teasing it a bit.
They're teasing it. Let's see.
I really want to talk about Diddy. Like, I really want to talk about Diddy.
I'm not going near that.
Why?
Fucking hell.
We won't get a case.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's weird. I don't want to talk about how a guy's been a freaking creep. Like, do you know what I mean?
No, but like, you talk about how like fucked the industry is.
People, what do we really know about? Like, the industry is fucked.
The conspiracy I heard from Suge Knight himself. Apparently, his house got raided and they were clearing evidence in his house for higher ups and elites. That's the conspiracy.
Yeah, of course. Like, he definitely has. Apparently, he has like a lot of
videotapes.
Yeah,
anyway, we should probably stick to football. Sorry,
Yeah,
I went on about. Where do you want to start, buddy?
It depends. What topics have you?
I've got loads this week.
There are a few. I only added like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I've got loads. Should start with the Man United Liverpool game and Chelsea. Let's start with Super Sunday. We can talk about both games in one.
Yeah, it's fresh in my mind. And also, there was a midweek game as well, wasn't it?
Midweek?
Yeah, Thursday. The game between both of them.
Shite. Yeah, I forgot about that as well. There's so much football on at the moment. I actually can't keep up.
I love it, mate. I love it.
I do love it, but like when you do like your own football podcast, like I feel like we've got.
It's
good because we have so much to talk about, but it's just like I kind of don't know.
It's more work, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's more work. It's just I got so much to talk about. I get overwhelmed.
Yeah, I hear
and
that.
I kind of don't know. Like I want to dive into intricacies, and I don't feel like we can dive into intricacies when there's so much happening.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's good. There's a lot to talk about. So beggars can't be choosers. I mean, it's a nice problem to have.
Yeah.
Anyway, Man United, Liverpool, thoughts?
It's a good game for Arsenal. Sorry to add like the main character in this, but nah. You know what? I would have taken that, and I feel like Liverpool's setup kind of played into Man United's hands. It was very gung ho, end to end sort of stuff, and I feel like Man United are best when they get to attack the final third very quickly and, play a lot of vertical balls. So I think Liverpool kind of played into their hands and were too late in changing some of their setup and some of their players. And I also think like Harvey Elliott is actually a really, really good player, bro.
He messed up in the FA Cup match prior though.
Yeah, but you can mess up once.
He's a young player though.
You can, but he's not even. He's 21 now.
He's still young though.
The amount of times he's actually made an impact for Liverpool this season and kind of saved their skin. Like he's come on games. He's that time when they had that 9 players out and they had no Salah, no Nunes, no Szoboszlai, no anyone. He was good, bro. Like I rate him, and I think he should get a lot more props for what he's done this season.
What is it specifically that makes you enjoy him and makes you rate him as much as you do?
He does a simple thing so well, makes good decisions, and has just a very good left foot.
Yeah.
You know, I would trust him in certain places. He's good in the pockets. I wouldn't say he's an outstanding player. He's not got that Foden or SAKA ability to like beat a man and then score a goal. Like, but he plays football the right way. Has a good way of passing him, and yeah, it's just a good steady player.
Nice. Yeah. I really thought United were going to do that for a second. I really thought they were going to win it.
What is it with like Chelsea United just bottling results? Like you're literally 2-1 up and you're dangling a leg out like with a guy that's going away from goal. Like absolute nonsense challenge. People debating whether it's a penalty or not. It's definitely a penalty.
Similar to the Jesus one in the Brighton game, and we'll touch on that in a bit. But yeah, it was interesting match. It was definitely a classic. I think you called it in the predictions. It was definitely a classic. I was watching it in the pub with some friends, so I'll be completely honest, I wasn't 100% concentrating at all times, but every time I looked up, something was happening. I think Liverpool will still be disappointed with that. I don't think this United team are that great. And I think if Liverpool really want to be winning the title, they need to win games like that. But I still also think there's a lot of time to go. It's a weird one. I'm buzzing. Of course, I'm buzzing with Arsenal top and putting in the performance they did, which will, as I said before, we'll touch on again. But it just, I just feel like it's just left everyone, even people who don't support the top three, in like this position of I don't know what the hell's going to happen. And I suppose that's what makes the Premier League so great.
Look, funny enough, Liverpool are a good team, got a great manager, and that's obviously the story's kind of coming to a close. That's why they kind of feel like they're due this Premier League trophy for some reason. I don't know why. Main character syndrome. But Liverpool, they haven't won any games against the top six this season.
Wait, you sure that's true?
Yeah. Well, apart from Villa, I think they beat them in September, one of the first games of the season. That's the only win against the top six currently. Haven't beat United, haven't beat Arsenal, haven't beat City, and haven't beat Spurs.
There must be a stat in that or something like that. Like they've got the amount of points they've accumulated. Like there's got to be a stat based on how many teams they beat in the top six compared to where they are. Do you know? Sorry, I'm not explaining that very well. They've got to be the highest placed team based on not getting as many results against the top six as they have, if that makes any sense. Yeah. There's got to be a stat in that. It's a tough stat to Statman Dave.
Yeah, Arsenal are the best performing team out there, and City's result against Aston Villa was actually, I think, their first win against the top five.
You're joking?
Yeah. So they drew both games against Liverpool. They lost and drew to us. Aston Villa, they lost 1-0 at Villa Park. And Spurs, I'm pretty sure they drew that game. So, yeah, like, the only reason that, they're kind of contending with us at the moment is because we slept up against teams like West Ham, Fulham. We slept up. We lost 4 points. We gave Fulham 4 points. Do you know how mad that is? It couldn't be
Fulham have beat quite a few big teams. So, like, they
beat United, but it's not really a big team. They haven't beat, like, the rest of them.
Have they not?
But like just what I'm saying, against the top 4 or 5, and we lost to Newcastle, lost to Villa away. Do you know what I mean? But against the big teams, we've done well.
That's so weird to hear because back in the day, Arsenal just weren't like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a crazy stat for Liverpool. It's a crazy stat. Based on today, do you think Liverpool will carry on this momentum carry on a momentum of think winning games? And will this just be?
I think it's just too much for them. I don't think they're good enough, player-wise, team-wise. I think they're the poorest out of the three. I think they've got to contend with Europa, which is poor scheduling as well.
But so we were talking to. Sorry to interrupt you and cut you off again. I'm really bad at that. I feel like we're similar to like the Chunks of Philly podcast. Like I'm Philly, like high energy, and I'm not saying our podcast is as good as that or anything of the sort. By the way, just to clarify. But I'm the high energy person that always interrupts, and you're the relaxed guy in Chunks. So apologies, I do have a tendency, and I have just smashed a monster energy. But you were saying to my mum just upstairs. Liverpool have more away games than home games, and with this Klopp farewell tour and Liverpool being so good at home, as much as we said last week going through their fixtures that they have the easiest run, maybe the fact that they have more away fixtures will be more of a detriment. So just to add to your point, I just wanted to interrupt and say that.
Yeah, let's say that these guys, they go deep into the Europa League. They have to now travel back on a Thursday night, early hours Friday morning. They're getting home. They have one rest day, then they got to train. And the next day on a Sunday, they got to travel to West Ham all the way down.
Yeah.
They got to travel to, I think they got Fulham away. I've got it right here. So they've got Fulham, they got Everton away, which is not a big journey. They got Villa away, which is pretty hard, and West Ham away. There's a 4 tough away games.
Yeah, it's just still so up in the air at the moment. One thing I do want to touch on before we end this segment. I hate him with a passion. The rat. It's a hell of a goal from him. Fernandes. It's a hell of a goal. Fair play. People are talking like he lobbed Kelleher. He didn't really. Kind of went to the side of him if you watch it back. So it wasn't as impressive as you think it is. But it's still incredible. He's still very talented. And
I preferred Manu's goal.
Yeah, actually, there were 2 bangers. 2 bangers. 2-2s now. Yeah, fair play. I don't really have much to say on United, but good game. It's always a derby, so you never know.
Yeah,
it's always like...
They got the point. Yeah, for such a badly performing team, they get a result here and there, and they've thrown a spanner into the works for the league title, which I'm sure they're happy about. You know, their rivals aren't top anymore, so we'll see.
Yeah, and after our chat last week about fixtures, do you think Liverpool actually have a harder run of fixtures based on those kind of away factors as well now? Away, like a harder fixture run than we thought?
I think you can say that for any team. If you really dissect everyone's fixture list, you'll probably be like, oh, that's a bit tricky. There's no easy games in the Premier League. There really isn't, unless you're going to Sheffield United or Burnley.
Burnley, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting.
Fair. All right, now you continuing on with Super Sunday, you wanted to talk about Chelsea being bottle jobs. How the hell have you gone from beating United in the last second, who have just put up a fight against title contenders, to then drawing with Sheffield United? Jesus Christ.
It's like they don't want to win. They almost bottled that result as well against United, you know what I mean? They were 2-0 up, and then they had to get, how many penalties did they have that game? 2 penalties. Yeah, it's just crazy stuff, really. They bottled the Burnley result. Yeah, you're supposed to go to Burnley and Sheffield United and get points. But
yeah, they've drew to Burnley and Sheffield United.
They've been up in both games, and now...
That is so poor.
It's poor, but this is what we've come to expect of Chelsea. Pochettino said that he'd finally felt a connection with the fans, but...
Do you know what someone said to me as well today?
What?
He was a Liverpool fan, to be fair. Kamal. Love you, mate. But I just want to see your opinion on this.
Okay.
Is Cole Palmer a better footballer than Saka?
No.
He said that Cole Palmer was a better footballer than Saka.
Yeah, but he's not.
I think that's a crazy statement. I didn't even engage.
It's just because of sometimes Saka's style. It looks a bit languid sometimes, but if you know ball, like Saka's been doing this for a long time. Yeah. He's not a better footballer.
Carried us through COVID at left back.
I say Foden. I can accept.
Yeah, Palmer. He said Foden's the best young English talent.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Is he white?
No, mixed.
It's white side showing. I'm joking. No, I think because some people just don't like the way that Saka plays, and like it's not like the typical fluid sort of gameplay. But nah, he's a better player than Palmer. Creates more chances, scores more goals, better deliveries. But yeah, I don't know. He's been doing it for a lot longer, and he's very consistent. And also, he's the most foul player in the Premier League as well. I think if Palmer got battered the way that Saka gets battered, I think it'd be a completely different story. Stronger, quicker. I say slightly. I think level on probably goal scoring instincts. But yeah, look, it's an opinion. It's an opinion I disagree with. But nah, Saka, nah, I think he's probably top players in it, top 7-8 player in the league now.
Yeah, easy.
Easy. Yeah, I don't think Palmer's that.
Yeah, I mean, Palmer's having a very good spell, and I think he's been incredible, but he's been doing it for a short while, and that's not to take away what he's doing. He's like single-handedly carrying Chelsea at the moment. I said this, do you remember I did that video and I said Cole Palmer was the difference for Chelsea?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's proven it. He's proven it massively. I said this before he started like popping off like this as well. But he's... Yeah, I honestly don't know where Chelsea would be without him. But no, he's not on Saka's level. Saka's been doing it longer. He's done it from left back as well.
He scored 8 penalties in the Premier League this season.
Yeah. Very good penalties, but
great penalties.
Still penalties. But yeah, Chelsea, Jesus Christ. If you didn't have Cole Palmer, I don't know what gone.
Yeah, no, man. They were very lucky with that signing. Very lucky with that signing. We were very lucky with the Habit signing as well.
Yes. So maybe that's a nice little... Oh, before we finish our Super Sunday segment. Tottenham won. Thoughts? The Forest going down? Yeah, Forest are going down. Oh my God, Chika, I can't believe you've just said that.
Never said that.
That's incredible. What? Equal on points with Luton now after a cheeky win against Bournemouth. It's funny, every year I have a team that I love now. Last season it was Bournemouth.
You've left Bournemouth.
Yeah, I left Bournemouth for Luton. They've won my hearts. The Tangerine Army. They're not even Tangerine, are they? They're called the Hatters. Yeah. Forest could be in trouble with this little pointy deduction. Well done, Spurs. Yeah, well done. Good win. And Omobamidele. See how I said that name very well. Nice name.
Decent.
Irish centre back. Play well, sir. Even though you conceded 3. But I really like him. So many young Irish lads like from Dublin now, like coming through, and they've got like a bit of a UK slang twang now. It sounds so weird.
It's good, man.
It's weird. It's becoming
maybe it's either Irish, their hope.
Yeah. Well, he done well. This was a cracking game week. Like I've been so excited.
Yeah, there's been a lot of goals. A lot of goals.
I've been so excited.
A lot of talking points.
Yeah. And continue with those talking points. Arsenal beat Brighton 3-0. Arsenal 3-0. And we talk about Arsenal a lot on this podcast, so maybe we should keep this week a bit brief because there's nothing too much to touch on. Firstly, 4 goals conceded the whole 2024.
Yeah.
That is insane. And do you know what? As much as I said I was nervous in the Premier League predictions, in the first 5 minutes of this game when I was watching it, I just felt so confident. I've never, ever gone into an Arsenal game in recent times and felt as confident as I did after those first 5 minutes. I genuinely feel we could play anyone and get a result now. I can't remember I don't think I've ever felt like this. Pardon me. I think the last time I felt like this was when we got to the Champions League final in 2005. That's how long ago, nearly 20 years ago. Jesus, I'm old. We're both old.
Hey.
You're 26 soon, buddy. It's only a month away.
Not yet.
It's only a month away. But yeah, Kai Havertz, unbelievable. Workhorse, just everywhere. And his movement for the goal is sensational. It is actually sensational. Like, that was a proper striker's finish. And considering he's played in midfield and he can do a job in midfield still, that was elite. Like, elite. He dropped the shoulder to the right, feinted that he was going to go down the line, sent the defender packing. Jorginho knew where he was, cut it back. He was in the middle. Class. What was the first goal again? Who scored the first?
Saka penalty.
Yeah, this is what we're gonna get into. This is what I've been waiting for. As my dad walks through the door after watching Tottenham Forest, he's probably a bit drunk right now because he's been with the Tottenham lads.
The ultras.
Yeah, let's see. Good result. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's definitely had a few. He's had a few jars. But yeah, no, honestly, 3-0, incredible. And yeah, we need. That's probably why I couldn't remember. Lee Dixon.
He's been waiting for this.
Yeah, I have been waiting to get into this because Lee Dixon, you're living in the 1980s and 90s when you played. And to be honest, even then I think it's a foul. He slices the ball underneath. Doesn't So if I go like that and I skim you with a punch, is that really a punch?
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I'm saying? So if you skim underneath the ball and so in this analogy, I'm punching mostly the air. Lamptey's taking out mostly Jesus. So really what I've done is punch the air more than I've punched you. I've skimmed you.
It's not true contact.
Yeah. It's not true contact. Yeah. So how's skimming underneath the ball and then him taking out Jesus completely not the same thing?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's a penalty.
Yeah, and Lee Dixon's going, oh, but he touched the ball. Yeah, you can touch the... You can skim the ball on a 2-footed tackle to break someone's ankle still. So by his logic, him going on about it so much, you can tackle anyone in any way as long as you skim the ball a bit.
Nah, it really depends.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, not in that situation. I think, like... Yeah, you can, like, for him to discuss it for that long is just a bit of a joke. You can discuss, well, he did get the ball, but then you just be like, well, it's still a penalty. But, like, there's certain situation where you can skim the ball and it goes in a certain direction, but his is getting to that ball. Yeah. He's getting to that ball and he gets stopped blatantly. So, yeah, it's definitely a penalty.
He was going on like a dad whose wife doesn't let him speak at the dinner table, and he gave his, like, 3 minutes to, like, well, it was longer than 3 minutes. He had his time to shine, and he had that one thing he really wanted to talk about, but no one cared. I literally saw so many people hating on him on Twitter, and rightfully so. Dixon, even the main commentator, I forgot who it was, said anyone would think you're a Tottenham fan. That's how much he was going on about it. Jesus. It done my head in. Like, as soon as I listened to it, I was like, I have to talk about this. It's ridiculous. Dixon, have a fucking day off. Sorry. I'm running. It really fucking pissed me off.
Really?
Like, yeah, it really fucking pissed me off. I know you're an ex-professional. I know there are so many things more that I will never understand about football because I never played to that level, even back then. But that is ridiculous. Stevie Wonder could have fucking seen that was a penalty. Do you know what I mean? It is ridiculous. Sorry about my French. I'm sorry, mother. But, oh my God, it done my head in. It done my head in. It really done my head in.
Guys, it done his head in.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys clocked.
Dixon, fuck off. Like, I honestly don't want to... I don't want to hear him on commentary again. Like, like him and Robbie Savage, I'm going to do Joey Barton, but for men... Yeah, Joey Barton wants to go on about all these female pundits being shit. Yeah, there are some shit about female pundits, I'll be honest. But I completely disagree. I'm not going to do that.
What?
But
you named Lee Dixon?
My point is, doesn't matter male or female, there are a lot more female pundits and commentators who are so much fucking better than so many other male pundits, is basically what I'm saying, in addition to the fact that there are some crap female pundits there, but fuck me, are there some bad male pundits as well. So let's not fucking forget that, Joey Barton. And one of them is Lee fucking Dixon, along with Robbie Savage. Robbie Savage does my head in when he's on punditry or co-commentary. Oh my God, I'm going on one. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot her name. There's some, I'm not sure if she's from Manchester or Yorkshire, but she was doing the colour commentary for the City game this week, and she got everything spot on. So Joey Barton talking about fucking women, she was better than so many other commentators I've ever listened to. So Joey Barton have a day off. And of course, yes, there are bad female pundits, but there are just as many bad male pundits and commentators, and one of them is Lee Dixon. I'm really going on one. It really fucking did my head in.
But you should do a TikTok about it.
It really, really did my head in. Sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna go and grab a drink. There's a drink over there in the corner. And no, I'll grab it. I'll go. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Sorry, I'm really.
Yeah, he's about to.
I think there's the most emotion I've shown, but
damn.
Yeah, it really fucked me off.
Who's more likely to fight, you or Lee Dixon? Jesus.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but but yeah, I'm gonna go and there's a bit of peach raspberry water that's got my name on it, and whilst I go over to grab that, I'm gonna ask you a question.
What's that?
expand on Kai Havertz. It seems like you want to talk on about him in this game and just in general and how well he's doing. 10 goals this all comps and nearly 1 goal involvement in every 2 games.
No, 100%. I think this turn of the year, there's no one who's scored or assisted more than him in the past few months, I believe. So yeah, he's probably one of the most informed players in the league, stats wise and form wise. But yeah, I said it on the pod. I said it on live. It was kind of my topic. Don't know if you saw it.
I did see it.
Yeah. What was it?
Is there something Kai Havertz overrated or underrated? Or
no,
along them lines?
Kai Havertz, player of the year.
No.
I rattled so many people, bro. They kept joining.
That's good for engagement. I'm proud.
But they kept joining. That's probably why I had 90 people in there. Oh man, I rattled so many people. No, Kai Havertz is definitely the most improved player in the Premier League this year.
Yeah.
Which is what I eventually went on to say. But no, I think he's been one of the signings of the summer. You know, I think we weren't alone in thinking the signing was senseless. Many Arsenal fans thought that. Chelsea fans were licking their lips, looking at 65 million, and they're able to spend that on Cole Palmer. But I think we're very happy with that exchange. The guy, he puts an effort in. His touch has been immaculate of recent times. He's always available for the ball. He's being more brave with the ball, which is what I always wanted from him. So like, nah, man, props to him. And he's scoring goals. He's being clinical again.
The movement for that second goal is elite striker movement, as I said already.
Yeah,
it's class.
Yeah.
That is high quality. I sound American when I say this, but play.
Yeah,
that is. It's class. It's elite movement in the box.
Yeah, no. I don't think there's. He's probably one of the perfect players to play with in the Premier League. I don't think. I think all the teammates probably love him. Love his work rate, love his movement. So, yeah, man, I'm all aboard the Kai Havertz train. I know I was definitely a hater. I was a hater before. I was a hater, but now I'm a lover.
That's a really nice way to finish up. And before we move on to the next topic, Gabriel Saliba. I feel like it's been talked about a lot, so I don't feel like we need to touch on it anymore. Big up yourselves. 4 goals conceded is ridiculous. And big up the fullbacks. Big up Ben White. Big up Kivior. They're part of that. Big up Raya. It's not just Gabriel.
Do you think it's unfair that Kivior has now been dropped? Because he definitely has.
For Zinni?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Kivior has done a really, really good job.
Yeah. I'd like to see Kivior back in the team for the Champions League game, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think he's done really well. I think it's just squad depth. I think when Timber comes back, Kivior's even more fucked, I'll be honest. But yeah, Gabriel Saliba, big up yourself. Defence, big up yourself. Arsenal, big up yourself. I never felt so confident in you. And yeah, that Havertz, like, it's a good time to be an Arsenal man. We were capitulating this time last season, and we're not. I suppose we haven't got that pressure with more experience. And yeah, well done.
Yeah.
I want to move on to Maddest moment. Of the week. Maddest moment of the week. Now, I'm going to go for something I saw today. I met someone who was a big Ajax fan today. And they had a big derby today. Feyenoord, if you didn't know, are Ajax's biggest rivals. And to cut a long story short, they got slapped. Pretty badly. It was pretty peak. And Ajax lost 6-0. The season they're having, and they had this resurgence, and a team as good as Ajax, just to put it into context, that's like Liverpool beating United 6-0, United beating Liverpool 6-0.
It's been done.
It's been done. And I would put that in Maddest moments. It's like Tottenham beating Arsenal 6-0. I wish I had... I haven't really seen too many things too mad in the media.
Why'd you say that? Don't say that.
Sorry, it's quite bad luck. But I think that's going to be my Maddest moment of the week. 6-0 Ajax loss against Feyenoord, knowing the rivalry there and how big it is. Do you have one lined up?
Mine is Onana. I'm not sure if you've seen that clip of him putting Vaseline on his gloves.
Yes. It's like Curly from Of Mice and Men.
So he's put Vaseline on his gloves. I think it was during the game.
What?
Yeah, during the game today against Liverpool. He put Vaseline, he lathered them up. He dipped it and lathered it against his gloves. It's weird because like in boxing, people put Vaseline on their face so the punches slip off. So like, why? There's like, I'll show you the picture.
Oh yeah.
You don't see it?
Nah. What the hell? This guy is so weird. He is a really odd bloke.
Bro, like, it makes no sense. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, Vaseline makes things more slippy.
Yeah, it should, yeah. But obviously, like, I don't know the technology of the goalie gloves, but people spit on them as well. So that's supposed to make things slippy as well. But maybe he's just...
No, it's sticky spit. Goalkeepers Union. Can you explain this one? This is bizarre.
It might actually just work with gloves because, like, if you spit on your hands and you go in goal, you're not catching the balls. But if you put Vaseline in your hands, this is kind of the same thing. But people spit on the gloves. People maybe put Vaseline.
Yeah, but I get that. I don't know why I get that.
No, you get that because you see it.
No, but Vaseline is smooth, silky. Spit isn't smooth,
sticky
silky.
Though, at the same time.
Nah, it's not though.
It's kind of mad though. It's just a mad thought.
It's not the same. It's not the same as spit. Phlegm is sticky. Vaseline isn't sticky. It's smooth. It's waxy.
Oh, I don't know. Like,
do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
That's grim.
It's not
grim. It's weird.
It's very weird, but I don't know. I'm trying to think it from his. I don't think he's actually doing it because it's going to make it more slippy. I do probably think that the technology that the goalie gloves are made in, probably, but it's just still kind of mad. Like Vaseline is.
Yeah, goalkeepers out there, if you are listening or watching, please explain that one to us.
Yeah, a bit mad.
I don't know which is madder this week.
I don't know. I'm not surprised that Ajax lost 6-0, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm more surprised about Onana.
Yeah, because like Ajax.
What's my
poor. Name? Ajax been poor. I think I win again. I only just thought of that.
You always win Maddest. To be honest, you do find some weird stuff. You're very good at that.
I literally found this when I was in the car.
Bizarre.
Yeah. Crazy, innit?
Yeah. There you have it. Onana, Vaseline on goalie gloves. You win our Maddest moment of the week. Now, there is so much this week I want to talk about. There's a few things I want to delay to our next poddy in 2 weeks. But, like, for instance, this week I wanted to talk about Player of the Year. And I wanted to debate you on VAR and refs and we'll touch on this in the next one. Or maybe I'll even make a video on it. I'd make a video on it and then we can talk about VAR and refs. That's a long-standing thing. It's been nice doing a bit of prep. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We've been going in raw, into these podcasts recently. And yeah, it hasn't really paid off too much. So we've got, I want to touch on VAR and refs in the next poddy. And I also want to touch on our Player of the Year. Oh, you added one. Second best striker in the league.
You can see that another time.
What's that about?
Who do you think it is?
Interesting. Okay, that's a little teaser for the next podcast. That's class. I've got biggest career chat. There's loads of things we want to talk about, basically. But I'm going to finish our last topic of the week before we skedaddle.
Yes.
Brentford played Aston Villa. Really, really good game, 3-3. Toney beefing Nathan Collins. Toney, how dare you? Dare you have a go at Nathan Collins? He's class for Ireland.
Season. He's had a poor season.
He conceded 3. He has no leg to stand on.
He's made so many poor mistakes. He's a good offender as well.
Yeah, no, he's been awful. He's made loads and loads of mistakes. Don't blame Toney. In all honesty, all jokes aside. But yeah, really, really good game. Brentford coming back, making it 3-2, and Villa equalising in the last second. Like, even Collins, for the 21-year-old that scored, he done really well. Like, he cut in, but you're kind of looking at Collins, and I don't think he's done a very good job there. But there's a striker at both clubs. One of them didn't score in this game, the other did.
One of them played 9 minutes in the game.
Toney?
Yeah. He was on the bench.
Was he?
Got brought on in the 81st minute.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, shows how much I paid attention. But yeah, really, really good game. And when I was doing the TikTok live the other day, we were talking about England squad. Now, I personally think we should bring all three. That's my thinking on it.
It's a waste.
Yeah, I don't know, or at least have one as a the kind of backup selection.
To be fair, if you're not bringing
reserve.
Rashford, then you could bring all three.
I'd make an argument that that you shouldn't bring Rashford.
Yeah, of course.
He's been poor.
He's just an outlet there. He can't. He's just.
Yeah, no, I get it because he can just magic.
Yeah.
But I still think all three should go. I really do. I think Watkins offers you something different, and Toney, and we'll talk about this. Toney offers you a similar thing to Kane. And I think it's good. My thinking behind it is you bring Toney, and then you can play the same way with him if Kane gets injured, and then you've got Watkins who can play up top, and he brings something different. That's my thinking behind it. Yeah, and they both played in this game. Watkins done really well. Obviously, Toney only got 9 minutes, but he's done all right since he's come back, and he's been really, really good.
Yeah.
And people are debating who should go, Toney or Watkins. So, contrary to my opinion on you should bring both, or at least have one in the reserve. And it's looking that way anyway. If you could only pick one out of Toney and Watkins, who are you bringing in this England squad?
Toney.
Expand.
So the reason I kind of picked Toney is because I genuinely believe he's better than Watkins in most attributes. The only thing I think you could argue is maybe the finishing this season. I think Watkins has been deadly in front of goal, but I think we saw kind of the difference between the two. I think when Watkins isn't scoring, you kind of notice that he's not playing very well. Sometimes I think in international football is kind of different to the gung-ho of the Premier League as well. Like the game is a lot slower. It's about bringing certain players into fray, and I think with the way that England are set up to play, I think with Harry Kane having a striker that's similar to him in playing style, but still also a very good player in his own right, I think he'll suit the team. I think Watkins is kind of in that Defoe mold. It's like he's a bagsman. He's a
But he's a different player to Defoe. Defoe's 100%. Short, quick, snappy. As you said, Toney's more kind of physical. He's very slower.
He
holds the ball
Watkins
up.
Is quick. Watkins is pace.
No, I'm saying you're saying. Wait, did you say
Watkins is similar to Defoe?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying Toney was similar to Defoe.
No.
Apologies.
I don't know what. Maybe I said that back to you. But Watkins is kind of in that Defoe. Maybe like Darren Bent, because these guys, they had a couple seasons where they scored 25 plus goals or something.
Who's the other one I'm thinking of? I don't know why Leroy Lita came to my head. No, do you remember Leroy Lita?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But you kind of get the gist. I just feel, yes, he's a different option, but...
Oh, that's who I was thinking of, Marlon King.
Okay.
Sorry,
enough. Carlton Cole?
He was decent.
He was decent.
Marlon Howard. Gospel Oak Boy. Shout out.
Shout out to Gaz. But I generally believe that, let's say we are needing a goal, I don't even think Kane's going to come off the field. Is Kane going to come off?
No. He's
not going to come off. And, are you going to play Watkins with the two? I think you'd probably rather go for a Rashford or a Bowen ahead of him. So I just don't see Watkins doing that. I think Toney's a better player, more well-rounded. And I think it was Paul Merson that's been hammering this point that, it goes to penalties, you're bringing on Toney. I don't think he's...
very good point.
Yeah, I think Toney's probably top 2 in the world at taking penalties. So, and he believes in himself. And his confidence has never wavered. I think he's shown a bit too much confidence at times. But, yeah, I'm going for Toney. Better ball player. Better holding up the ball. I think the only thing you can argue is maybe Watkins a better finisher right now. I think he is a better finisher right now.
Yeah, I suppose my argument is if I had to actually pick between the two, I think I would just go Watkins. Just because, as you said, Kane's not really going to come off. So if he is going to come off, you're going to be wanting something different, not the same kind of thing, which Toney would provide. I think he's a similar build. He drops deep. He brings other players into the game, similar to Kane when he drops. Kane's basically a midfielder sometimes. I think he fits a similar mould to Kane. And I think with Watkins, as you said, he's in a similar mould to Defoe. He's quick, he's nimble. He always gets on the end of things better than Toney, I think. Yeah. Whereas Toney brings in players a lot more, better. But would you rather not have someone on the bench that can offer you something different rather than the same?
No, like I said, like I didn't even finish. I forgot to finish that point. But my point was like all of these players that we mentioned, they're very good players in the Premier League. They scored a lot of goals, but international, you never heard anything from them. They were literally. I feel like Watkins is that level of strikers. Like you're not really quite elite, but you're just there because you can bag goals against a lot of the lower league sides, and you know you make a lot of runs and like sacrificial runs that benefit the team. But really and truly, when you get to like the upper echelon of the Champions League or like international games, you don't have that quality to make a difference. And I think whenever he's played for England, he hasn't shown that he's capable of doing that. But I think the fact that Toney has shown little links with other players as well, I think you put Toney in any team, he's going to be able to create chances for other players. But I think you put Watkins in any other team, I feel he's going to struggle.
That's a really fair point.
So I think, like I said, and also following your point, like, yeah, Watkins is going to offer something different to what's already been on the field. But let's be honest, Kane is only coming off the field if he's injured. And if he's injured, you kind of want the same of what Kane brings. You're not subbing Kane off. You're not like, let's say he's missed a few chances. You're not subbing Kane off.
Yeah.
He's your captain. He's your best player. You're not taking him off. So you might as well, if he sprains his ankle, you bring on, let's say you look to the bench, it's like, it's Watkins. Like, he's not really we're going to change up our whole style now. So you're bringing on Toney because similar sort of style, bit of a different player, but still same sort of style, brings players into the game, good finisher. You bring him in. You don't lose that, you don't really throw off the balance of the team. So that's why those are kind of the main reasons why I'll stick with Toney, because you're not bringing off Kane.
Do you know what? You've made a very compelling argument there. And
you changing your mind?
No. Do you know what? You have swayed me. You have swayed me a bit. Yeah, good argument, sir. Yeah. Where if you're listening,
are you going to try to convince me?
Do
you think you can? I don't think you can.
No, I think generally you've made really, really good points there. Yeah. I'm not like a lot of the YouTubers going to just argue with you for the sake of arguing with you.
Yeah.
This is like, I generally don't want to make any. It's like those parody videos of this. There's that TikToker that you've been sending me recently, who's been taking the piss out of football podcasts. Yeah. It's like Maino's the
generation. Better than that.
Yeah, better than that. It's like, if you make a good point, I'm going to agree with you. Yeah. And I tried to sway the argument there. Watkins does offer something different, but I think you make really good points. I think Kane's only coming off when he's injured. Very good point. The Merson point, even though Merson I disagree with a lot of the time. Yeah. He's been better recently, to be fair to him. He's bagging pens. And also, in the way that Toney plays, he gels with players a lot better, and Watkins is a bit more of a wild card. So, yeah, I think they have three really compelling points, and I think they're good counter arguments to the points I'm making. And yeah, well done. That was very, very good points.
This is what I do.
This is what I do. Through the rain, through the thunder.
Through the rain.
That was on your Instagram once, wasn't it?
Day in, day out.
All right. Moving on. Do you know what, bro? I think the sign of a good podcast is I'm left wanting to talk about more. I feel like we haven't had enough time. We've had a few tech issues through this, but we solved it. Dealt with it calmly. But with the camera turning off, the camera we use to shoot this podcast is not used for like longer format videos. So like the battery overheats and we shoot in 4K and it's like computer says no. But yeah, there is so much more I want to talk to you about in regards to the podcast. So we'll do that when we come back next time. I really enjoyed talking about this week's games. Again, I feel like we could have talked about so much more again, which is the sign. Like the Bait Squad do before the end of their videos, play the trailer. I want to talk about the biggest career change in football. I want to talk. There was an Endrick Lamar thing that you wanted to talk about. I want to talk about Player of the Year. You want to talk about the second best striker of the year. Fave player from each top 7. I want to talk about VAR. Nice fart. I also just, this isn't really too much to say, but Ange talking in his press conferences, and there's just so much I want to talk about still. So, guys, hopefully you enjoyed our recap of the week. I thought it was a really good bloody week of football. This is why we love the Premier League, and I'm really sad it's coming to the... I kind of get a bit somber when the Premier League starts then, but we got the Euros. June's going to be lit in London. If you decide to go away during the Euros, are you going away during the Euros? So our lovely, very, very lovely camera has decided to stop recording. It's been a night where we need to get to the bottom of this, and it's not wanting to turn on. So we're going to go rogue and record the rest of the podcast like this. Sorry, just a little... So where I was, are you going away during the Euros?
No. Well, I wouldn't mind, but I'm not.
Cool. Coolio. Sorry if this is shaking a bit. Before we end the podcast, we need to talk about our howler of the week and your freak of the week. I don't know. Oh, howler has to be in my maddest moments, I think. It has to be Ajax. Yeah, it has to be Ajax, surely.
Okay.
Surely. And then your freak of the week?
I'll go Paqueta.
Why Paqueta?
Been balling out recently.
But this week specifically?
Yeah, been balling out, getting goal contributions, playing well. I think he's going to get a big money move this summer. I'd be surprised if he stays at West Ham. I think he's been trying to leave.
Yeah, to be honest, I was surprised he went there in the first place. I thought that was mad after everyone wanted him. Yeah, but that's cray. So howler, Ajax. And freak of the week, Paqueta. There you have it. Now, I don't want you guys watching this crappy... If you're listening on the audio, basically the camera just died, so we're literally just recording this on selfie mode on the iPhone for the rest of the pod. It's just the way it is. So shout out to Tupac. And I think I'm on low bat on this as well, so I better be quick. I'm just going to sign off. Hope you enjoyed this podcast a lot more than last week's. We're kind of making up for the week we missed as well, the international break. We really... Shout out to Tupac and not shout out to my phone. Guess what? Even the storage of my iPhone is full. So it's just been one of them days with the tech.
That's right.
We need to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to spend the next 2 weeks sorting out. Audio listeners, my iPhone died. This is a joke.
You can't write it.
You can't write it, but we're real. Anyway, shout out to Tupac. Shout out to yourself. I'm going to cut off this podcast because it's all over the shop. Chika, you got any last words?
Invest in yourself.
Deep. Much love, guys. Take it easy.